In 2022, China's imports of integrated circuits, ICs, fell 15.3% by volume from a year earlier. This marked a sharp reversal from China's previous 2 years of solid growth amid supply chain disruptions brought on by the country's zero-COVID policy and U.S. export restrictions. According to figures issued by the General Administration of Customs on Friday, China imported 538.4 billion ICs in 2022, a decrease of 15.3% from 2021. China's chips imports totaled $415.6 billion in value, a reduction of 3.9% from 2021. This indicates that China is paying higher unit prices for imports. Chip imports into China surged by 22.1% in 2020 and 16.9% in 2021. ICs continue to be China's top import. China's payment for imported ICs in 2022 equaled its total imports of crude oil and iron ore, demonstrating Beijing's determination to increase domestic production to replace certain imports. China's semiconductor imports started to decline in the early months of 2022, and the figures for January and February represent the first year-on-year decline since the start of 2020. The number of imported chips fell by 25.3% to 40.5 billion units in November. The decline occurs as the U.S. tightens regulations on advanced semiconductor shipments to China. Last October, the U.S. Commerce Department's Bureau of Industry and Security amended several export restrictions aimed at China's sophisticated semiconductor manufacturing industry, adding additional license requirements for personnel and equipment that assist the country's production of advanced chips. In the meantime, China's semiconductor exports decreased by 12% annually to $273.3 billion last year. However, exports increased by 0.3% over the same period to US $153.9 billion, leaving the nation with a US $261.7 billion trade imbalance in chip trade. According to figures from China's customs, the country's overall exports increased by 7% in 2022, while imports increased by 1.1%, creating an annual trade surplus of $877.6 billion. In November, China's domestic IC output fell 15.2% from a year earlier, according to the most recent figures from the National Bureau of Statistics. As a result, IC output decreased to 26 billion units in November, the slowest year-over-year reduction in the previous 5 months.